Hello. Okay. I'm Rick Redding. John asked me to read a brief letter that he received from a friend of Max's. It's obviously someone who knows Max very well, and I think illustrates some of the character that Max had. So if you'll just take a moment to read this letter. It's from Yin Yin. She's a student now at Stanford University. She says, "Hi, John. I heard the news about Max yesterday from a friend back in Atherton, and I just wanted to offer my condolences to your family. I was a really close friend of Max's during high school. I remembered him as a smart, cocky kid who had so much potential. I was always really impressed by his insightful comments in class, and as I got to know him, was really won over by the genuinely kind person that he was. During senior year, Max and I would celebrate our status as the only two seniors who got to school early to take classes at U of L. We would go to Qdoba's sometimes and then drink giant Smoothie King drinks. For such a skinny kid, it was ridiculous the amount of food that Max could eat. Max was one of those rare kids who could blend into any social situation and become anyone's friend. He was also quite the ladies' man. There was one point when 3 girls were literally chasing after him. Max was cocky about it in his endearing, funny way. His warmth and acceptance of everyone just drew all different kinds of people into his orbit. I remember running into Max at the library during lunch one day during junior year. He was just randomly researching the Vietnam War because it interested him. I was super impressed at the time because Max was one of those cool kids, and you don't expect the cool to care about school. But Max was different. We had all these conversations about going to the top colleges and doing great things in life. Max had such an excitement for living. He was always spiritual and had interest at one time in applying to the Zen Center because it had a great Zen meditation center. During the time that I knew him, he absolutely loved his family. Max said that his dad was his best friend, something that you just don't hear kids our age saying about their parents. He also told me that he thought his mom was the sweetest person ever and really hot for her age. Big Mama was probably the love of Max's life. He always said the best things about her warmth and loved how she was always wanting to pick him up every day after school. She concludes, I found an old email of Max's that I wanted to share with you. The note highlights how sophisticated he was in thinking about his own spirituality. He was better than all of us and just understood things in a different way than most people, even at such a young age. She concludes, please pass my note to Big Mama. I wish you the best during this difficult time and let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Thanks, Yin Yin.
My name is Leslie Sue Gilderbloom Murray, John's sister. I have 2 things. The first one is a letter from my daughter, who's 23. Little cousin, it seems so surreal that you are gone. I know we weren't very close, at least now that we are older, but I want you to know that I love you. Your struggle hits me very close to home. As you know, I had some very similar struggles with drugs and mental health problems. So to find out that you lost the battle is very hard for me. It's tough for me to think about losing you like this. When we spoke in December, you seemed angry but okay. I wish I had known how you were really feeling deep down inside. I feel like I could have offered you some sort of loving advice or help, but would it have helped? I wish I could have been closer despite the distance between our homes. I wish you could have accepted the help that our family tried to offer you. Sometimes the hardest things to do in life are what saves us. So now as our family sits here in deep pain for our loss and yours, I wish you could have hung on long enough to see the beauty in life you gave up on, your dreams and your future too soon. There are a few emotions that your death brings up for me. Anger, hurt, sadness, just to name a few. I am also grateful for the times we got to spend together as children, running around the pool by your house as wee little ones. Do you remember the time I stole some of the glow-in-the-dark stars from above your bed? I was so jealous that you had those and I didn't. That inspired me to get my own and decorate the ceiling in my room in Ohio. I also remember the time we went to the Science Museum with Holly, and we sat in the big chair, the medium chair, and the little chair in order of our ages. I feel like there aren't enough words and enough time to say everything I want to say to you, Max, my little cousin. I just know that we all loved you very much, even if you didn't see it. I feel like there was more I could do, but the only thing I can do now is live and follow my dreams always with you in mind. I love you, little cousin. Rest in paradise, buddy. With eternal love, Lisa. And then what I wrote was, the question is what's next for John and Patty, and how can we help them through all the stages and emotions of grief? And how do we honor Max and process the raw emotions of his passing, because it hurts? John and Patty were loving, caring, concerned parents who tried all resources, and still, here we are today. And where is God? In my heart, he's with Max and with us. Our presence here today to comfort each other and to testify to Patty and John we care, and will do what we can to help them through the turmoil of the next few days, weeks, and months. Through the emotional challenges they will feel, the anger and the numbness, the what-ifs and the memories. May you focus on the good memories, focus on the love, the smile, and the gentle heart of Max is what I see worth caring about.
Hi, I don't have anything written, but my name is Miss Cassidy. I was Max counselor at Atherton for 4 years. I see many faces here of the 2007 graduates. Since Jinjin was one of them, I see Andrea over there. I see several of you here. For us at Atherton has been a great loss. When I heard Jinjin talking, that was Max at Atherton. What I remember of Max is he was one of my first students who brought a laptop to school every day for class. He started that tradition at Atherton when nobody was carrying their laptops. He was always full of energy, very thin, even though his father brought him lunch almost every day to Atherton. We need to remember all those good memories. I mean, like the Reverend said, you know, we all have struggles in our lives. There's other options sometimes. I don't know why, and we will never know why he chose to do this at Atherton in the teacher's parking lot. We want to hope at Atherton that maybe that's where he felt good, and that maybe some teachers made a difference in his life, and that's why he came back to us. But we will never know. We want to think that way. But let's remember him as that dynamic kid that he was, probably too old for his age. He was 21, but he probably was like 50 in his mind.